Hey everybody, this is Teri from Technique Tuesday, and shaker cards are all the rage right now, so I wanted to show you today a really easy way to make your own shaker. This shaker has a twist. In it, we're going to use two different colors of sequins, and we're going to keep them separated. So let me show you how it's done. Alright, so the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cut two base cards using Technique Tuesday story card dies. So you're going to cut one base card from cardstock and one from pattern paper. Now we're going to do a little more cutting. So what I'm going to have you do is set aside that cardstock base card, and then you're going to take that pattern paper story card and you're going to use something like Technique Tuesday's hexagon steel dies. You're going to set that hexagon right onto that base card, and then you're going to run it through your die cutting machine. Now, if you don't want the die to move while you're die cutting it, something I find really helpful is to use washi tape to just kind of hold that die in place. A little painter's tape will do good too. And today I'm just throwing caution in the wind and running it through my die cutting machine. After you've run it through the die cutting machine, you're going to get something that looks like this. So you've got a sweet little card that's got a little window. You're going to get rid of that center hexagon and just use that window. Now, I'm going to have you set that aside because we're going to do a little bit more cutting now rather than start assembling. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to cut a strip of cardstock. I cut a strip that's about 1.5 inches by 4 inches and started with that. And so this here is Technique Tuesday Straight Talk Happy die. So you'll see this die is kind of special. It's got the word that comes cut on a line. So you're going to set that die right onto that strip of cardstock, and then you're going to run it through your die cutting machine. And when you get done, you're going to end up with something like this. So you see the ends come right past the H and right past the Y. So you're going to use your scissors or a paper trimmer to extend that line. So I'm just using my scissors, and I'm just snipping the line all the way across that strip of cardstock. After doing that, you're going to end up with something like this. So I'm just going to throw away that top piece and use the bottom piece today. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the Say It Happy stamp set, and I'm going to just stamp birthday underneath it. So here the birthday word is on my block, and here I'm just going to stamp it. And there you go. Alright, so the next thing you're going to do is you're going to actually cut one more base. I forgot to do that earlier, so I'm doing it now. I took a transparency and then I used that story card die and I cut another base card. So you can kind of see it, kind of hard to see here in the video, but you can see it to the right there, right under the die. If you don't have any transparency, a piece of vellum works really well too. And then what you're going to do is you're going to flip that window over and put a little adhesive on it. Now, this is the back side of the window, so it doesn't matter if you can see the adhesive or not. But you want to make sure you put a good adhesive on it. Put it all the way around the card. And then you're going to set that piece of transparency right on top of it. So when you get done, you've got this nice little window. Now, things are going to get a little tricky. So the next thing you're going to do is you're going to grab some foam tape and you're going to run a strip of foam tape across the back of that story card like I did here. And then you're going to take more of that foam tape and you're going to run it along the edges of that hexagon shape. So if you look, you see it's got two compartments. You've got a top compartment and a bottom compartment. So if you flip it over, it's going to look like this. So you see that tape right in the middle of that? Don't worry about that because we're going to take care of that in a minute. Now what you're going to do is you're going to take two colors of sequins. I'm going to use a light blue and put the light blue sequins in the top window. And then I'm going to take a darker blue and put it in the bottom window. Now that I've done that, I'm going to remove the backing from the foam tape. And then I'm going to take my cardstock story card that I cut right at the start of this video. I'm going to place it right onto that foam tape so it covers up the back, like so. Now, if you flip it over, you're going to see this. How cool. You've got the light blue sequins in that top window, and then you've got the dark blue sequins in the bottom window. Well, We're going to do something else now. Now we're going to take that happy word that we cut earlier, and we're going to put a little adhesive onto that. And then we're going to just set that right onto the story card. We're going to adhere it all the way across where that foam tape is, so no one sees the foam tape at all. It's kind of like magic. Now you're going to have some strip of cardstock hanging off the edge, so you're just going to flip the card over and use your scissors to snip off the excess cardstock. Now, I thought the story card was really cool as it is, but then I thought, I think it needs a little something. So I took a little twine and just tied some twine around the shaker and then tied a little bow in front. And there you have it. Pretty cute. So this could easily be slid into a pocket-style scrapbook page, such as one for Project Life, or you could use it just as it is on a regular scrapbook page. You could also use this shaker on a greeting card. And just for kicks, I mocked up a greeting card for you to see what it would look like. So all I did was put a little bit of pattern paper on a card and then adhered the shaker to it. Looks pretty cool, don't you think?
Thanks for swinging by today. We appreciate you watching our video. Be sure to check out the Technique Tuesday Facebook page. We share new project ideas almost every day.